Update: am I the butthole for telling my cousin she's committing a sin? Original link. I just want to address a few questions that some people had. I agree that it's rude to have a loud show on when other people are in the room. However, I was in my room privately watching on a wall-mounted TV. If she asked me to turn it off, I would have switched to my phone with earbuds. But it's the fact that she said it's haram that just tipped me over. After I told her that her painting is a sin too, she threw her paint stuff against the wall. That's why our parents came into the room. Also, to the Muslims who keep saying that my aunt is not practicing true Islam, she literally could say the same about you. You're on Reddit most likely in a country that doesn't practice Sharia law. However, you practice your religion is up to you. But it's not fair for you to say that when my aunt was born and raised in this religion. To those who think I made this post up to bash Muslims, I'm sorry you think that. It was never my intention to start a religious debate. If you think that drawing pictures of living things is not a sin, you can take it up with your local mosque/sheikh/whoever you follow. On to the update. The morning after I made my first post, I asked my parents if I could have a conversation about what happened. My aunt insisted on staying, so I just decided to tell them how I felt since they first arrived. I told them I don't appreciate how they made me feel. My life has literally changed, from my actions to appearance. They keep telling me it's time to wear the hijab, which I absolutely refuse to do. They also started making me pray 5 times a day. If I don't pray, my cousin will tattle. We've been sharing a room and it hasn't been the best experience. My parents were not strict religiously until my aunt came. She made my dad feel like he's not raising me properly, which is why he's trying to show my aunt otherwise. He told me that I need to start being more modest and show respect. So I told them this is a hill I was willing to die on and I was not going to apologize. I am very fortunate to have money saved up from my job. I told my parents I'm moving out. My friend has been looking for a roommate and it was perfect timing. I am currently staying with her and hopefully we're putting my name on the lease soon. My parents are understandably upset, but I'm not coming back home until they take my side. My aunt is not in a rush to move out. I gave my cousin some cash to buy new paint supplies and told her whenever she wants to hang out, we can. Until then, I'm on my own. My friend has been very supportive and I'm so lucky to have her. Again, thank you everyone for your kind words. Heart. I hope everyone gets to live the life they deserve and have happiness every day. Web link. Those were the most mature actions you could have taken. You should be proud of yourself. Good luck, original poster. We are all proud of you, original poster. And that pride has solely to do with you standing up for yourself and making your own way, whatever that way may be. Happy life to you and cyber hugs, clapping, gold medal, trophy. I don't know why, but cyber hug sounds like a new computer virus. Cyberpunk band lol. Now say, cyber, punk. Just make sure you move that money to a bank your parents are not members of. If they are getting this extreme, they may try to take the money from you and force you back. I also recommend getting your passport and any documents you can from them. It's not unheard for parents to attempt to marry off daughters in Saudi or other nations. I go NC until they either apologize or go back to normal and have the aunt find a place to go, because it won't get better, and religious extremists don't usually let children like those that you go from the religion and culture they have. This is my exact fear to leaving. My mom is an absolute psychopath nowadays, and my dad is extremely submissive to it, so he just does whatever she asks, and I am so close to just leaving, but my bank is tied to theirs and I get a strong feeling they would do something to force me back or to make my life a living hell even when I'm away. If you are 18, sometimes 17, you can walk into any bank and open an account. I'd recommend a credit union if you can, as they are easier and better. So get a new account and just withdraw all of it, or even just transfer to the new account and leave. Sadly, I am 15, so I can't, but I am considering staying with my sis or a friend for a while. May just hope they'll stay saner than they have with me and sis in the house. Are you able to withdraw your money without them there? If so, you can always put it on a reusable prepaid card for now until you're able to open a bank account. No can do. I am able to withdraw, but I have a job, and would be unable to receive pay without risk of parents taking it. If you trust your sister, can you ask her to open a second account in her name for you to temporarily use? You could transfer over your money to her account and switch your check to be deposited into that one. Yeah, I likely could. Only after leaving though. My parents monitor our bank accounts daily, and would flip their crap if I was at zero. Oh, definitely. You'd need to do it the same day you leave. Day before they'll find out and freak, day after they'll probably drain it. But you should still talk to your sis about figuring out if she's even allowed to open a second account with her bank or if she'll need to do it at a new bank and such. You can change your deposit information to get your pay put in a different account. If you can't open a new one, maybe your family member that you trust will help you by allowing your check to go into their account and they can give you the cash. You don't need a bank to store money. You can store value in lots of things. PayPal, gift cards, Bitcoin, cash, jewelry, gold coins. Just make sure you have a way to store them, and to revert them to dollars. To be sure, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying that it's possible. Storing money isn't the problem, it's having a place that her employers are willing to deposit in. /sapling_animation, can you set notifications on your bank account for when your pay goes in, and you can immediately transfer it out again somewhere else? Aren't paper checks an option? You can cash those at Walmart with like a $3 fee. Or does pretty much everyone do direct deposit only now? Is your sister an adult and trustworthy? Can you have her start saving money for you? She could open an account for you. It would be in her name, but you could put money in it. I have accounts for my kids like this. The accounts are in my name, but the money is theirs. That way your parents would have no knowledge of or access to the money. Adult? Yes. Trustworthy? I lived with her for a few weeks before, and very much so. Probably the best idea I have heard. Thanks. If you're concerned your parents may try to send you back to another country, possibly for a forced marriage, there is help. If you're in the immigration line, you can tear up your passport. You can tell immigration officers, in your current country, that you need help and why. Don't get on the plane. Something to note if you think your parents will take you out of the country to marry you off is that in some countries you can flag yourself as a potential child bride so your parents can't take you out of the country. This is certainly possible in Australia, however, I'm not sure on the situation in other countries. Yes, open your own account. You may want to get a P.O. box for it for now. With abusers, it is necessary for subterfuge sometimes. You will know if so. Open your own bank account. It wouldn't be surprising if her dad tried. Her choosing to leave will definitely contribute to idea that he's not raising her right, and will almost certainly fuel her aunt's attacks. Are we reading the same thing? A bit extreme. She lives in Canada. Not to mention, she did not paint her parents that extreme and she's already moved out. Murders, family-assisted murders, domestic violence, and/or masquerading as honor killings happen frequently even in Canada. Person who moves out is completely shunned by their family. They get messaged basically saying everything is forgiven and that they approve their lifestyle choice, want to reconcile, they meet up. Person A so desperately wanting the approval of her family goes and meets up at their house. Next thing that happens is this family member is murdered and the whole family covers it up. Or at least tries to. Results may vary. If the disappearance happens in a Western country, then local law enforcement isn't biased due to religious prejudice and will actively and actually investigate the disappearance brought to them to the best of their ability. As opposed to a Western law enforcement attempting to investigate a disappearance across international borders that happened in Middle Eastern country ruled by religious prejudice. Web link. Read/r/legal advice. You'll see a lot of girls tricked into visiting with parents their home country just to be sold or had passport withheld from them so they have to become extreme Muslim. Her aunt is clearly extreme and can pressure the dad to do whatever she feels is needed. Don't underestimate religious extremists, they will force their way on you if you don't go willingly. Reddit link. Yeah, she's 18. It sounds like aunt is trying to assimilate her to what life would be like in Saudi Arabia. I wouldn't be surprised if getting her married weren't a goal. I agree, and is also done in other non-Muslim cultures/countries, like in Dominican Republic, where I was born. As a common punishment, your parents will take you for the summer, and then leave you with a family member of their choosing with instructions of how to treat and deal with their kids. Very true, I can see the aunt doing that, but not ops parents. I can see them going back to the way they were once the aunt moves out, and it seems that's what original poster believes also with her ultimatum for moving back in. I'm hopeful they'll take their daughter's side rather than lose her. I think there's more to that story than said. I think the aunt didn't decide to move for no reason from Saudi Arabia. Most people I know from Saudi Arabia are wealthy. If they leave and move other places, they might be bankrolling the parents on condition she gets to rule the house. Given the face-heel turn they made, I wouldn't rule anything out in the future. We also don't know what kind of pressure aunt is putting on parents via flying monkeys from the rest of the family. I agree. I'm glad that you got to express yourself and get to go out. I hope one day soon your parents will come to their senses. We are so proud of you, original poster. Wearing the hijab should be your choice, not hers. Good for you for getting out of that toxic environment. Best of luck to you. It's just effed up that only women/girls have to grapple with such choice, never men. Also, if you're not from Muslim background, then it's kind of annoying to throw around the word choice in a discussion about unfair treatment of a girl. There's always pressure, and honestly, this is on the mild side. Wow. That's a very interesting update. I remember your original and was shaking my head as much. Such a plot twist, but I love it. You did what you needed to do. It's very sad that feelings were hurt. But you took a lot for years on end and your parents still refused to understand. I also find it quite shocking she threw her paint stuff against the wall. Hopefully time will mend relationships, and hopefully your cousins will understand how her behavior drove you away from your own home. Seems like it worked out for the best. Wish we could hear continuous update on this. LOL. Good luck with the lease and moving forward. You're 18 years old. The ship sailed long ago for your dad to raise you properly. He doesn't get to take 18 years off his religion and then try to force it on you when he changes his mind because of pressure from his sister. For the record, the quotes are because I think your parents clearly did raise you right, because your solution is very mature. Hopefully they realize the same thing. Exactly. I hate when this happens. The parents raise their kids in a not too religious household, but once they grow older, they become more orthodox and expect the kids to automatically follow them too. That's not fair now, is it? I am in such a situation. We are vegetarians by religion, and though I have opportunity to try stuff right now, don't live with my parents, I choose to be a vegetarian cause I can't imagine eating animals. Nothing against who can. You do you. But the catch is we aren't allowed to what eggs too. But I do, because I think it doesn't have life yet, it's just a bunch of cells. But my dad isn't very happy that I do. But surprise surprise, he was the one who made omelets for me every Sunday when I was a kid and got me into the habit of eating eggs. BTW, the eggs we eat are unfertilized. They're not life at all. My parents raised their kids to be pretty liberal, socially, politically, and behaviorally, and now all of a sudden they get pissed when any of us tend towards Democratic, the US party, politicians/policies. It's crazy how people don't realize they aren't practicing what they preach, not realizing kids will listen to what they see, not just what they're told. He doesn't get to take 18 years off his religion and then try to force it on you when he changes his mind. Haha, mate, what if I told you that logic goes completely out of the window when it comes to Islam and parents? Some of us literally live in fear of being disowned, killed, or worse, expelled. Most of these parents are incredibly scared of going to hell, and they are told that if they fail to teach their children the right ways, they go to hell. This creates a feedback loop of selfishness that ultimately results in terrifyingly narcissistic parents. Source: see my username. Nice Harry Potter reference there, friend. I'm sorry to hear that. As a Muslim, myself, as part of my beliefs, I would say that in this case we would believe that the father or aunt or whatever is sinning as the religion and praying and compulsion is forced up on original poster. It would mean that original poster praying wouldn't be sincere, so therefore not valid. I'm not here to start a debate, but if you ever need to discuss your ex-Muslim problems to a Muslim, please feel free to do so. Again, I am not here to start some religious debate, so I won't try and convince you of anything, and I am sure you wouldn't try and convince me of anything. Not the butthole your parents sided with the aunt even knowing that you would leave. She made my dad feel like he's not raising me properly, which is why he's trying to show my aunt otherwise. I'll never understand parents who are delighted to have a baby, until the child expresses a mind of their own, then the parents are willing to destroy the parent-child relationship, possibly forever, to appease the aunt. Those types of parents don't want a baby, they want a clone of themselves. It's not about raising a child, it's about accruing personal prestige for yourself by showing off what a good parent you are. Religion, pal, it's a hell of a drug. I wish both you and your cousin the best in the future. Your aunt will be very comfortable without you around for her to have to guide. It's sad that your father basically allowed your aunt to drive you out of his home, but at least you and your parents are still on speaking terms. Independence and freedom once enjoyed is hard to give up. You go, girl. He told me that I need to start being more modest and show respect. So I told them this is a hill I was willing to die on and I was not going to apologize. Honestly, you were not the butthole from the beginning, and I think your actions were justified from the get-go. It's unfair to police other people's relationship with religion if you're not following all the rules yourself, but I'm glad you made peace with the situation and were the bigger person by far. Also, it was really kind of you to get your cousin new paint supplies, considering her ruining her own ones in anger wasn't your responsibility. It shows that you were definitely raised well and better than her. This is an amazing update. And you were superb. You were polite, you took a stand for yourself without being disrespectful of anyone or anything. In short, you did the exact opposite of most of what was done to you, and came out above it all. Good luck to you and your friend being new roommates, you're both lucky to have each other for support. And if it's what you wish, I also wish you the best for being able to reclaim your relationship with your parents. As someone once said on Reddit, blinding us with that shiny, steel hard spine, heart. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.